Hello, everybody. One of the reasons why I do the videos, one of the reasons why I choose topics that I do the videos is to help, like I told you in one of the videos, to help you think strategic, think deeper, to really get an understanding. Because too often we're making decisions on a surface level and not on what we really understand. And that is detrimental because when you don't fully understand something, you'll make a determination. And like I told you, how we feel is how we think, and that's what we do. So when I talk about a little knowledge, or when I tell you or explain some of the background, I do it from a place of making sure that you get more than one side. One of the reasons I've been talking about churches and nonprofit is because guess what? There's a business side of church and there's a spiritual side. And all too often, we only understand the spiritual side and then we judge the business side. And we're judging the business side from a seat that we really don't have room to judge. Because people in glass houses should not throw stones. How many individuals do I have? Come on, let's be real. Where you know that you have some struggles individually when it comes to finances, and yet you walk into other situations and you expect other people based on a position to automatically know. Like I told you, a lot of the times you're blaming churches, you're blaming the pastor about business decisions that's really happening with the people you're sitting on the pews with. Some of the deacons that you sit by, some of the deacons that come home and talk trash, they are literally the ones making business decisions, and not all the time are they good. That's the thing about money. Our emotions, the same emotions that we try to control, push down, hide, maintain, some of those same emotions fuel decisions, business decisions in nonprofits, especially in churches, and money decisions. And that is no way to run a business, whether it's for profit or nonprofit. When you move by your emotions, by how you feel, and we all know that you can feel one way today, come on, anybody that's ever been in love, that person can be your everything today, and the next day they can do something and you're like, you hate that you ever met them. Can you imagine if you treated and everything got moved off of those emotions? Can you imagine that? Friendships break up because a girl can be going through and she says all kind of things about the guy. Then the next thing she reconciles with him, and the friend and the family that's been vested, they don't understand it, and so relationships have stress. All I'm telling you is that without a proper understanding, without a proper education, without a proper, and by education I mean without properly exploring and investigating and looking at both sides, you cannot make good decisions, whether they be spiritual or business decisions. So, like I said, tomorrow is Sunday. A lot of you have made decisions about church. A lot of you do not tithe. Although some of you are like, oh, I give to people. You don't even know the people you give to. So you don't know what ground you're giving in. When you give in good ground, you'll know because you'll see a harvest. When you're giving into bad ground, you'll know because your money will show you. It will become, you're planting weeds that will choke you out. Your giving will always, your whatever you receive, your harvest is always a reflection of where you planted, how much you planted, and into what ground you planted. And it is important to watch where you plant. So while you have your mouth on churches and people and the pastor, I want you to look at yourself because, like I said before, if a pastor can be a pimp with 10% and you can't manage the 90, you can talk all day long, but you got to look at those three fingers that's pointing back at you because you're retaining more and you're able to do less. Hmm. Should you be mad at the player or at yourself? Think on it. Think deeper. Think strategic. Think wise. Wisdom whispers. Poverty screams. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. We're thinking deeper, we're thinking intentional, and we're thinking strategic.